album, and I think it's an unusual choice. I normally make choices which are far more obviously commercial. It's like a bluesy ballad, and when people are trying to pigeonhole people like myself, they wouldn't say that Cliff Richard sings bluesy ballads.
No.
Well, I do. I've had my chances, too many nights. All these broken dreams, they're just drifting away. But I'd do it all again, just to hear you say. Say you'll not leave me. I will never let you go. Got to hear you say it. I will never let you go. Stay with me, baby. Everyone tells me I'm a fool to my Sam, but I never listen to a word that they say, 'cause I've heard it all a million times before, and I'd give everything away if you will say.
Never Let Go, the new single from Cliff Richard. I think I'm more Cliff man than a Madonna man.
Yes?
Yeah, that shows how square I am, doesn't it? About coping with life in the public spotlight. Now, in November, London Weekend Television are doing this warts and all documentary, as they call it, on you. On you, isn't it?
Oh, I don't have any warts.
I was going to say, how many of your warts will we see?
Not a lot. No, not a lot. I always say people watch documentaries, they should watch it, depending on why they want to watch, just don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
And they tell me that nice things about people don't work. And most of the things that happen to me have been really nice. And I'm really glad it hasn't been horrible. But I can't believe it. I can't believe when these documentary makers say that, no, unless a show has a bit of scandalous stuff in it, it's really boring. Well, what a load of rubbish. I mean, my life's not been boring, and it's been really nice.
The latest revelation, which has hit the press, is this affair with you and Una Stubbs.
You use the term loosely, I hope.
30 years ago,
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, when you put it in its context.
It wasn't an affair as such. You see.
Right.
I mean, an affair suggests also, it's a very emotive word. You know, I loved her then, I love her now. There's no harm in what we had together. And so, you know, I really feel sorry the fact that Una has to be disturbed like this, because again, I mean, I sound like I'm having a right go at the press, but I suppose I am. I don't think they've got any right whatsoever to get in a car and chase someone like Una down the road. If she doesn't want to make a comment, they should respect that, because they don't have the right to know anything about Una and I. You don't have the right to know it. You have the right to ask me the question, but you don't have the right to know any answers. It's just that people like myself who are in the public eye, we're constantly told, well, that's the price of fame. It's a price I'm not prepared to pay. I have to pay it, but I don't like paying it. Mm-hmm. And I feel that those kind of things have become very heavy. In other words, people are now beginning to believe that it is the price that we have to pay. In other words, any sympathy for people like myself goes out the window. In other words, we suddenly are not normal people anymore. And yet, they want you to be the boy next door. Well, if you want me to be the boy next door, let me be the boy next door. If you keep rushing up for autographs, if you keep prizing into private lives, I can't be I'll move. I move to a castle in Spain.
Become a recluse.
I wouldn't become a recluse, but even now, for instance, I take my privacy seriously, and I just take it when I can. I'm never rude to people when they come to my home, but I don't welcome them there unless they're my friends. I've signed autographs outside my gate, and they've taken their pictures, but I haven't. I've made quite clear that this is the only place I have on the planet that is really mine, where I can have my friends and my sister's kids and be absolutely normal. And I can't live without that. And if the press and the public are going to say to me, well, then you can't have fame, then keep fame. I won't need it.